Hello, lurkers. Hello, you archaeologists. I'm the John Struct, sometimes known as John Proxy, and I'm having an AI, the Somnium Files adventure. Sorry, I moved my microphone forward a little bit there, would have created some bumps and such. I'm gonna load a game. Presumably, my latest one. Does it use the controller? I cannot remember. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. We'll move this cursor off the screen. Might shift myself to the other side. We are also missing that. We're not on day 5. We're on day 6, actually. There we go. Red on red. Such an excellent idea, John. 8 hours, 9 hours. Are these all in order? Well, there's an autosave at 11:40. Did I forget to save? Day 4. Day 4. 8:30. Yeah, I think I must have just forgotten to save. Oh no, hang on. Do you see, I've not played in... well, you can tell. Let's just load that one up. We're at the shrine. Yes, we are. I remember now, I was there. Trying to keep the faff to a minimum. Yes. Wounded but not dead. Strange looking family. Oh yes, and then we went home. I hope this is the correct one. Yes.
By the shrine.
Yeah, we found out that she's a superhero. Right, I'm actually gonna... Okay, now I'm not blocking the character anymore.
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger. Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
I'd look sad as well. Look at these Mokujins. I know you from Tekken. And also various Japanese media. I left my drink on the floor. It's because I knocked it over. And then I put it back up, but didn't put it on a table, which would have been sensible. The mental preparation is important.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly.
I mean, it's a weird way to put it, but sure.
I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club.
I beg your pardon.
Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Think that's not an appropriate example.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid.
I guess. I mean, what are we talking about?
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
Oh, damn, I'm running late. I've got to do exercise after this stream as well. He's just reminded me.
I get it.
I can't earn this if I don't do the exercise.
But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Is it to kill the harp?
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What?
What do you mean?
If If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment.
Sounds like a good way to accidentally kill someone.
If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Yeah, that's dehumanization. The military do that. Not necessarily a good thing, does he?
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave.
Yeah, your Pixar face there. DreamWorks face even, sorry.
But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date, Master. Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
Alright, how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Well, let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
And this is when he finds out she's a super strong girl.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward. Huh?
How is that? You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
Yeah, so like this makes
Yeah, you're right.
so like because now, like we're already in a weird territory where we're in a mystery game, but it's a sci-fi mystery game. So certain things already breaks the rules of how I understand the world to work, right? We have a magic robot eye that can scan things and yada yada and so forth. We're also in an anime game, which means I don't know if behavior is going to be ever normal, so that's going to make guessing certain things difficult. And now one person has a literal super ability. And let's turn the sound up actually. That might have been quiet. Who else has magical powers? Like, how am I supposed to know?
In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise.
It's such a weird beat to have.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
oh yeah, one of our characters has superpowers.
Where to?
To the cold storage warehouse. Really, I should do the order which most conserves energy, right?
Two cars.
Just
These
one
cars have been
mind.
parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon.
Okay, that's the station wagon. That's a van. Okay, I know a van. So it's a station wagon because it has that back bit. See, I'm learning things. Let's talk to policeman. He's a police officer. I asked him about the investigation, but there's been no progress.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
A forklift. There's nothing special about it. The water of Tokyo Bay.
Date, look! The school of mullet!
And
Aren't the fish so cute?
Also a hairstyle. There's a school of mullet in the water, but it's nothing to do with the case. Red barrier that wraps around the scene. In the old days, they used to use yellow caution tape for this. Now we've got cheap hologram technology that can do the job even better. Well, sometimes we use good old-fashioned yellow tape. How is it better, though? It's not... The yellow tape literally stops people. I mean, it's... You know what I mean? Like, you can quite easily walk through a hologram. And I get that a sign doesn't stop people. But there's a reason you use tape instead of a sign, right? Because there's at least some sort of barrier that somebody has to... let's put it... It's some form of resistance. And any form of resistance is better than no resistance. Let's put this in another way. Like, I've got a VR goggles, right? And I've watched those hour-long talks, and the most important thing for VR companies is friction. Specifically that putting on a VR goggles is always going to be a slight headache. Like, you need to make it less, you need to make it frictionless. That's the only way to get mass consumer consumption is... Consumer consumption, John, is to make the processes as frictionless as possible. So you want to be like, boof, game. Like, it needs to be straight away. You don't want to go boof, click, 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 blah, 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 because only people with a lot of patience are going to do that. And so, like, and the opposite is true. Any form of friction will stop a certain amount of people. And what you've done there is you've made the process of getting in slightly less frictional than it used to be. And I'm going to suggest that that's a bad thing.
was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
You got access to that, right? Because you're a magical eyeball. Van is owned by that family. Those fingerprints. Yeah, we know this. Iris is... Yep. Cell phone under the driver's seat. Why'd you make it green? Still a police officer.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday.
Oh, not so long ago.
The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a crime of opportunity if I've ever heard one. My word.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
Oh, fair enough.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
So Ota drove both cars in, so he would have had to have walked away to a completely different part of Tokyo and drive back? Or somebody else drove him away. So I want... Hang on, let's look at the log. I just want to double check. Oh, damn it. But let me see the previous scene.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
You cold?
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right?
Well, why are you blowing your hands in?
All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Any progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Ain't find nothing. Get her. Well, I found a square object immediately.
Huh. There's something there.
You should go pick it up.
Yes. No, eyeball. I do all my investigations by standing in the centre of the room and going, that thing there, that thing there. Okay.
Huh. I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Can't see well in the dark. I just wanted it. Okay. Shelves with boxes. Shelves are packed with boxes. Oil drum. An oil drum.
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
What?
What part of her looks like a metal tube?
A police officer.
3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
Okay, sorry. Yes, so he was in a car at 10:30. He was here at 3 a.m. I don't remember the time Date and all three of them were in the room, but I'm sure we'll be told.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late.
This is the workbench Iris was lying on. Can't find any clues here. Do you have family?
No, unfortunately I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
See each other a lot, don't we?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
I mean,
yeah, thinking the same thing.
It doesn't have to be a girl for that to be the start of something, but sure. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
The inspector is doing his duties as usual. That must be Ota's blood. I hope this isn't Chris's blood. It's not, it's ours. That's where he was stabbed and went down. An evidence marker. The little marker that they put to track evidence at the scene. There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it. Next game.
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
I can't find any leads on the shelf. Ah, maybe the leads are on a different shelf. Wooden box on the shelf. It's empty. A forklift. I don't see anything special about it.
That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see.
Ice cutting machine. Been here for a while, so it wasn't moved.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
So if anything was moved, it was with the other forklift?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Yes. Forklift is stopped. Looks like it hasn't been moved in years. I don't know if this has anything to do with what happened this morning.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Video camera and laptop used for the stream. Probably can't find the culprit with these though. One final place. Which I saved for last, because it's a new location. Yum! Central Hospital, Monday.
Are you okay?
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
What Iris?
Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it.
Really?
But I'm thankful she's alive.
I guess we're in the future.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Was it to a serial killer?
While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
About Ota?
I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Ota saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
About Ota?
Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice.
I mean, we know that's not true.
Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man.
He was lying to her daughter for quite a long time.
He risked his own life to save someone else.
Sure.
His mother must have raised him well.
You know anything about Iris and So? Ooh,
So,
hello, Lurker.
Sejima, the politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
About your alibi.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
I'm assuming that she lives further than an hour away.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
No, not far enough.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
No, but we can't rule it out.
Not necessarily, but...
Say goodbye. Hang on. I haven't looked at literally every item in the room yet. I can see a toilet in there. A cupboard. A curtain used as a divider.
Peekaboo.
Pardon me?
When Iris was little, we used to play hide and seek. Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
It's a patient monitor. He has to be very patient with a lot of people. Equipment used for monitoring vital signs. Measures heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature on the monitor. A curtain used as a divider. A window. Why would the curtains be the same style? I don't know, maybe that's a cultural thing. Sink. A sink. I mean, speaking of... I don't think I've ever seen somebody actually get their own personal hospital room like this. Although, I guess it depends how... like... She's not... Hang on. She fainted as well, so she's got like an entire bed and an entire room. Yeah. I guess they're going for better times. Bedside... A bed. Bedside table. There's a bedside table. There's an LCD TV on top of the bedside table. You'd think they'd have more futuristic TVs, but hang on. Yes, I think that's everything. I'm going to assume that's everything. Say goodbye.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Right. Now we go to Abyss. Just don't stare too hard at it.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far.
Hang on. I've got to look at the wheel. There's a steering wheel. Right, fine. I want to be able to see the road at the same time. About so.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
What do you mean? He's in one of the dreams.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow.
Guessing all the Kumakura stuff is potentially red herring.
So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
needed to. There needed to be a reason for that. How so?
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sajima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
I guess the Yakuza don't carry guns. About Mayumi.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia.
Yeah, I don't like this plot point.
If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
correct. Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
Any other information?
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on it.
Whose?
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s.
Okay, is that relevant to our...
8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown.
Okay.
All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night.
But he drives... He has to... Presumably he has to drive her about as well. But, like, there's a lot of unaccounted time. Like 8 hours or so unaccounted for, right? Or 4 hours, I don't know what time it is because they're not displaying the times very often. The murder happened at like 3 AM and that was like 10. So there's like 5 hours. But not only that, but there's a load of time unaccounted before that. I don't know, I don't think I have enough information to get anything from this.
And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Well, if it's only got her fingerprints on it... But it might be planted. Okay, I'm trying to drive, so...
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Could you phone me after the drive? I don't want to drive and phone call at the same time. You're distracting me. It literally blocks my vision as well.
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I was just at the hospital.
I'll meet you there.
So we just drove for the sake of driving. Just for the conversation.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
Alright, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you
Hello,
right
Screams.
after your surgery, but
can you talk to us for a minute?
I've been meaning to play this game. I'm supposed to play it every Thursday, but it's been like 20 days since. Literally, I think you were here last time I played it. Boss got right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Ota seemed almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs. Maybe it was the high from surviving the life or death situation. Or maybe it's because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh. Hello. Yes, I saw you were vaguely nearby, but I assumed you were lurking. Well-spoken rambler. With your monster hunting, because I can see you on the friends list. But yes, obviously it took me too long to explain what the hell is going on, but anime conversations are going on. And clearly, I can't have any more anime conversations until I've arbitrarily looked at every single random object in this room again. That's a window. Also, we've identified the window. It's a bedside table.
Bedside table when you move it away from the bed?
I suppose then it's just a table.
Yes, the sandwich question. A bedside table on the bedside. Yes, there's a TV. It's an LCD.
Hey, Date, when are you planning on leaving? The good stuff is gonna come on soon.
You're not watching that tonight.
There's still a TV on the table. If it's green, I still have to click it. Patient monitor. Equipment used for monitoring vital signs. Still. Measures the heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature on the monitor. Okay. Curtain. Used as a divider. Cupboard. It's a cupboard. Right. Bed. A bed.
Hey, Date, I don't think I can sleep by myself tonight.
Buddy, like, anyone I've ever known who's ever gone to a hospital would have loved to have gotten their own room like this.
Will you sleep with me?
No.
Why me?
Oh, then that old woman over there is fine.
Old woman?
Quite. Who stabbed you?
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside.
Yeah, they don't normally use knives. But yeah, it's like anime ages. Anyone that's not a teenager is an old person.
Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
Yes, Ota. I'm aware of how costumes work. I think I brought it up before, but like Final Fantasy X has a character called Auron, and Auron's the old man of the group. Like he was from a previous generation of heroes, and I found out he's 35, which means he's younger than I am, and it's like, oh god, I'm now an old person in animes. A bed. About the walk.
Oh yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
It's a crime.
Oh, that was...
A crime? Yes.
I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
I was going to say from the police, but...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Please don't prosecute me for assaulting an officer.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
Sure. Did you hear about Iris? Hello.
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, thanks to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I didn't. Like, who decides the relation of gods? It's not like he said Thor.
If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did. It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think any reasonable person would have turned that machine off. I don't think you need to be a fan to
I
go,
think that depends on preference.
oh look, somebody's being actively murdered and I can just press a button to stop it. Like,
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power.
in terms of, like, the trolley problem, that's like the, would you turn button off? Yes? Does it cost me anything? No, it doesn't cost me anything. Because he didn't, I mean, I guess he got stabbed, but... Either way, in trolley logic, I appreciate it's a very, very kind of a basic way of analysing those sorts of problems. Like, yes, he pressed button, he's safe. Go, hero! I'm sure he was in a dangerous situation. You know what? I'm being mean.
When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him start shaking. He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
I actually don't know the situation because the game's not 100% explained what happened.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
He's also full of drugs and he's been in a stressful situation, and also I don't think you can detect lying like that. No, you need to establish a baseline before you can do any of this.
I think we can let that go today.
Also, yes, he's very obviously lying, but that's not the point.
Yeah, you're right.
It's very much like Star Trek. I've forgotten her name. Counselor Troy. It's like, Captain, that obviously shady person appears to be keeping secrets from us. It's like, thank you, Counselor Troy. But that thing on Nile.
That's... Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts.
Yeah, I mean, anyone worth their salt knows that, like, you can't, you can't do, what is it? Anyone taken to a police station is going to be nervous, so all the signs of being nervous is just not useful information.
You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is going to come crashing down.
But I can't tell you.
It's an interesting idea to have the counselor exist on the ship, though.
Why not?
I don't know if they ever really did anything that justified her existence, but it's an idea to go, let's, you know, it's a stressful job, and, you know, mental health is important, but I don't think they really had the writing chops to do anything with Counselor Troy. Because I distinctly remember in Voyager, they did, she's in loads of stuff, but it's usually like very small problems, you know, problems that you can arc your way out of. I guess somebody eventually realised that, I've forgotten it, Barclay, because Barclay's in Voyager, that it would be a good idea to have Barclay and Troy interact a lot more often.
Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
Yeah, he did almost get murdered. I mean, he got stabbed as well. What happened after you left the diner?
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yes, I do mean that.
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather.
Where?
I parked the car at Femisto on Koshu.
Okay.
I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
See, I don't like guess where this is going. Oh, yes, yeah, I keep the text off of this, but you've got a point. Every time I read the chat, I should acknowledge what the chat is actually saying, because otherwise anyone watching this back is going to be horribly, horribly confused. But I think it's probably fine. But yes, anything full screen, I tend to keep it off.
The station wagon, right?
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
That's no problem. Screams, the person who is typing right now. I'm learning.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
Because somebody stole the car. So you chased a person there? See, I'm worried. I'm worried that the implication is that his mother did the kidnapping and was in the polar bear suit, and I don't like that conclusion. I do not want that to be the answer. If that is the answer, I'm not sure I want to play any more of this game. After stealing the station wagon.
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere.
There is definitely more going on, because if we go into the menu, and we go into the flowchart, like, you get it, like, this path here says there's more going on with the boss and the assassin. This path here is obviously about Ota and Ota's mum. So we've got at least two more paths, right? So there's that. There's at least twice as much complexity going on, and these paths haven't even ended yet. This day 5 is not the last day. It's just stopped me from going forward. So even if it was, there's more to the case. So I have to assume that the mum. I'm hoping the mum is a red herring. That maybe she did the car. Maybe she did kidnapped, but she wasn't a murderer. Like. If I think of this in terms of how Danganronpa would do a mystery, I'm gonna say, I can't use a prediction because we won't know the answer for goddamn yonks, and you can't have more than one prediction at once. I'm going to say that I think, giving the game the benefit of the doubt, that the person in the polar bear is different here than the person in the polar bear is here. These are different timelines and different things happened. Maybe. You know what? No, I'll go with, like, that's a guess, right? It's not my final guess because I don't have all the information. Like, it'd be nice if it did a sort of Danganronpa, hey, prepare to learn the truth so I can make a final guess. But that's what I've got, like, because the politician is involved somehow. And there's this entire other side. Anyway. Also. No. ICU. Intensive care unit. It does not mean ICU. It can do. Convenience store popular across the country. Colloquially. Sorry, it's not a word I say very often. I refer to. I don't know. It's just because I like having like an official moment of guessing. So in Danganronpa, I don't know if you know Danganronpa, I successfully figured out a lot of the cases. Not all of them. I'd say about half. Specifically, I figured out who the mastermind was before the game started the final trial, and I was quite happy I did. And then I had to take away that because I realised that the I was like, oh, hang on, does the mastermind have this detail? The only reason I'd know the detail is through cultural osmosis, which is a real shame, because I don't know why I would have seen it, but obviously it's an old game and I didn't play it when it came out, so like at a certain point I would have had that idea seeded to me. That's a shame because it took away my victory. But like I didn't get it from just guessing. I got it because I logically went through the information. Anyway, so like, I'd like to have a sort of, oh, here is your fair chance at guessing moment. Obviously, I'm allowed to speculate as much as I like before that. Scientific research. Oh, hang on. What am I looking at? National Research of Institute of Police Science. In the scientific research branch of MPD located in Kashiwa, Chiba, in addition to developing new technology for crime investigation and prevention, this branch also performs evidence inspection and testing. When an analysis is too large-scale or technical to be handled by this branch, it is sent to the National Institute of Sciences, a similar but unrelated research organization. Family store. Family store. Convenience store chain popular nationwide. Ota stole the station wagon from a family store parking lot. Of course, anyone watching this can find all of John Proxy, now known as John Struck, playing all of Danganronpa on his YouTube channel. I couldn't find the van anywhere.
I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought after I hit you.
I actually wanted to clip it because there's I like it because there's a moment like I get to I can see my brain go, and then I get the answer. It's quite cool. It's quite a cool clip. I haven't clipped it, but I know where it is.
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time.
It doesn't show up on my stream chat, but I should put it on the screen, shouldn't I? I mean, arguably, anyone who sees this in the future, anyone who sees this now already knows, and everyone who sees this in the future has to have already been on the channel. I just need to make it so people can do that. I don't know how to press that button.
I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Why is that so important?
Yes, I need to do the Snailbot thing. I need to program a load of stuff.
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest.
Okay, that all checks out. But it also does sound like his mum kidnapped her. After running into... about that thing.
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
That's a very good pronunciation.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after.
What happened, Doctor?
This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Well, there's a connection.
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Not have one.
You don't have a license?
Shh! Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Hang on, who's Okiura again?
Okay.
I'm sure they'll say the same.
Promise?
Anything for you.
Okay.
after that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her.
But it would have been the father, Okiura. Hang on, no, he would have been dead already, wouldn't he?
That's what I meant by that thing. And idle driving without a license is a huge deal.
Okay, that tracks.
So I kept quiet.
About that thing.
Saturday at
There we are,
6:15
Akira.
p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju
Oh,
together.
yeah. No, that thing was before he died, yeah.
They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
Yes, because he'd be a dead person. Ooh! Congrats on the interview. And good luck, of course.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer. And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
What is going on here?
I suspect a very complicated sequence of events has gone on. Well, after running into the warehouse.
Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
So in the other timeline, these two are both dead.
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear.
That's certainly a sentence.
And I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up. And then, before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
I shouldn't have been saying anything about his bravery. I didn't know he tackled the bear, though. The identity of the polar bear.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
Although, saying that, I feel like it'd be very difficult to fight in a polar bear suit.
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
Like how fast they move, stuff like that. How well the polar bear costume fit.
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on. After all this, what is he trying to hide?
I'm not going to comment on that because it's obviously this game's version of a lie detector. I thought so. About the chocolate. I took the chocolate out of my pocket and showed it to Ota. Oh no, Screams, you've been about for the Parasite Eve streams, where being hot means you're about to explode into fire, and nobody says, I'm burning, they all say, I'm hot, and then they go on fire. I took chocolate out of my pocket and showed it to Ota. There's the chocolate.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it?
I don't think he knows anything. Is that a face of a liar?
You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely. Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
What do you mean?
I mean, I assume this ends with him going into a computer. You know, us diving into his dreams. Oh, he's got a knife. I mean, yay for violating his, you know, his privacy, but,
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
Perhaps he's afraid.
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
I know.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
Also, what?
But You can still get information.
Yeah, I know we're putting him in the dream machine, but like
inside his head.
Yeah, but like you just did a really like Dad. I've restrained him for the, like I understand restraining him because of the knife, but like you just used an anesthetic. No, don't sleeping gas people. Just on the fly, like maybe I'm guessing it's futuristic on the fly sleeping gas, but I don't think you should be able to do that.
Dante, as you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please,
Yeah.
do not go over it.
Won't be a problem. But are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
But
It's fine. Just get it done.
Good enough for me.
And if it's good enough for me. Alright, this is going to get very flashy, by the way. I should have warned slightly earlier. I mean, the moment's passed now. You're in a box. Living in a cardboard
Can you
box.
please take me with you? As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Is this a cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Alright, I'm just going to check the, not the log, the menu. Where are we in the timeline right now? Flowchart. So we've actually gone past day 4, right? Oh no, yeah, sinking in the Swain. I just need to click off screen. In the Swain. Appears on the bottom shelf, green shelf. Behind the shelf. Okay, that's all I want to know.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
Well, it's where the murder took place, Date.
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
Also, it looks literally just like the place where the rescue happened.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's...
Very Alice in Wonderland.
Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil. Hold on, Tessa. I will save you. Yeah! I will protect Tessa.
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
No.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan. Activate.
I like how they put like an exaggerated scene on and then immediately just do it anyway, like without any of this, like, oh, this is Mental 1. Mental Log 2. That's Mental Log 3. Mental Log 4. Relive Ota's memories. You produced the fiery battle between Ota and the polar bear. Save Iris. Save the world.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you!
Is that a Heroes reference?
But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this. Ah! Ah! I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it. All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Okay, so anytime we move, it's like super hot. Heated insulation door. Oh yeah, what's the rules to this?
The door. So,
like, this is a sort of game about efficiently using all the time. So, time is frozen right now, so I can think. So I want to do arbitrary stuff. Yes, super hot with crime. But I can get time back, or I can have more efficient uses of time. So if I tackle, it's a very slow thing, but it will get me 20 seconds. Probably not really worth it. This was probably a really bad option because it takes 100 seconds. So I'm actually going to leave all of these. Because that's 100 seconds. I can't do anything. Okay, icy floor.
The ice on the floor is slick.
If I lie down, I get 1 second, and then I can do the door instantly. But again, I might be able to get something before that. But also, I kind of am wasting time now. What's this? Why is there like an item up there? Oh, that's like the special item, right? Presumably I get bigger. There's the ice cutting machine.
A machine used for cutting ice.
Right. So I definitely don't want to kick it because that's really bad. Oh, everything takes so much time.
Iris is on the platform.
Because we're tiny. We need to get big. I think. Okay. All of these are really quick. So, ears.
Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right. Ears!
Head said, pet, A said!
No, not you!
This will probably not help wake Iris.
No, but it means I can use that on the next thing. Polar bears next. We want to use all the icy floor. Doesn't matter. I just want to use that. Okay.
The ice on the floor is slick.
So I want to make sure I use the timey. Okay, hopefully that's it. So whatever I do now will be a hunt. It's really weird. Right. So 30. Well, I want 1/5 because that's going to be better, right? Or do I want to? No, I want to lie down. And that will use the timey, right? Because yes, I'll use the timey. See, I always forget. There we go. I'm going to have the other 1 second. And hopefully that will melt the ice. Cool.
Cowabunga! Did my body temperature melt the ice?
Yes, it appears so.
Iva, how hot are you?
And I guess that was literally the only two. Yes,
Those
anime.
who don't fight won't survive. Ah!
Right, we've bypassed one of the locks. The 2 mental locks means that we've split it's split in the timeline, so I can only do one of them. But hopefully, this means I can get bigger and grab the thing off the shelf. Hopefully.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Right. Red shelf or green shelf. Okay, what? Well, I want that plate because it's got a little fuzzy thing behind it.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Right. We have another timey. Really, all I care about is the numbers that come out of it. I guess I'll try punching it because it gives me the most time. But breathe on is probably the smarter answer. No, punch is the smart answer because it's faster.
Hey. Are you upset?
I am not upset.
Hey. Are you upset?
I am not upset.
Okay, that sounds like a reference that I'm not getting.
Hey.
I am not.
Okay, that didn't help. But I can try again for only 20 seconds, so...
A plate attached...
We'll breathe on it. Yeah.
B.
I would be happier about D.
I'm sure.
I don't know what that means.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Okay, I don't know how to actually get up there, though. Forklift? Hang on.
Plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted open.
Okay, we might want to just try and do another quick action somewhere
A
else.
forklift.
Sortie? What? What does sortie mean? Is that what that says? 1/7. Sure, I'll give that a go. We'll see what that means.
What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right?
Okay.
Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate, 6%.
You know what? I don't need to
Now,
get the item the
cargo
first time round
handling
because I'm...
car. Forklift! Sortie!
Okay, I still don't know what that means, but...
What happened?
It has reversed in time.
I don't think this ending is acceptable. We're forgetting something.
Oh, because it has to be a Rube Goldberg machine type of fair.
Right. I had a feeling.
Okay, fair enough. I am also enjoying the slapitude of the music. Well, obviously not the frozen forklift. Oh, the oil drum is all the way on the other side. Perhaps just doing all the rest of the plates. I've got loads of time right now, but...
A plate attached to the...
we will use the timey and breathe on it. But yeah, we don't need to get the item this time round because if I miss it, I at least can do it the second time round.
C.
I see.
Right.
What am I getting by revealing these?
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Maybe something to do with the heat insulated door. Oh god, it takes me so long to get there.
The door.
I don't know. I don't like any of those options. Okay. This oil drum.
An oil drum, though it is lying down.
I'm gonna roll it. I am not going to roll it. I am going to roll it. Haha! That's what I meant to do. It's gonna knock over the red thing. It is not.
Acetone? ASAT?
Oh, yes.
What is this?
Yeah, so the logic isn't exactly like, oh, yes, of course, you do this and then you do it. Because how would I logically figure any of that out? Obviously, we recognise the knife.
I don't want to die.
But as I said before, it could be two different people.
I eventually stopped thinking.
It might be different people in the polar bear suit in different situations.
That's Tessa! Stand your ground! Oda Matsushita cowers to no one!
I shone the letter A on the drum.
I have to fight back with something!
Okay.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
Counterattack denied. Turn on the electricity. Just gonna pause. No, I don't want to restart. Hang on, I'll just click an option. Oh, hang on. Can we? Oh, she was up on the thing. That's really annoying. How do we get up? It's right. You know what? Just stop faffing. I don't want to do this all twice. How do I turn on the electricity? The remote control. That seems like a fairly obvious option now that I think about it.
A remote control. It fell when Ota ran into the shelf.
Okay, make time 1/6. Investigating will give me a 10-second thing, but like pressing the button might just be the correct course of action. So like it's 28 seconds versus 16 seconds. Well, no, more than that. I'm gonna press the button.
Nothing is happening.
Maybe there's no power.
Right, that.
A remote control.
In that case, I need to get power. This is where I'm like potentially wasting loads of time now. We don't know for sure, so I have to investigate.
This remote control is for the crane.
You can move the crane with it?
A remote control.
Okay. The laptop or the ice cream machine? There's a power
You have
board.
less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
It appears to be a power panel.
Okay. I'm going to throw something because it's the funniest option. Because I can do them all in 10 seconds. Because it would normally take 240 seconds. Well, that's
This
convenient.
is an ice cold one.
Iba, aim for the switch.
She could have probably jumped up quite easily.
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
Good throw. Why did that didn't take 240 seconds? Ooh, I'm doing very well. We've not found the item, but
Now it will move! I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Regardless of the truth. Right now,
yeah.
I am
Thank you.
Ota's last hope. I have to help him up.
This is annoying.
But we still might lose this because we've only got 9 seconds left.
A remote control.
Could we just push the button? What? I mean, we'll see. We'll see what Ota stuff we have.
Ota looks frightened. He cannot stand.
Oh, they're all question marks. Fine, we'll push the button first.
A remote control.
Because oh, it doesn't give me any bonuses for this. Oh, that's dangerous. Don't like this.
Here it goes. I hear some sounds, but no response. I'm not sure I should press it.
Damn it.
Ota might need to.
Yeah, Ota.
Fine, but now I don't have any speed up buttons. I might be able to get it from the plate.
A plate attached to the shell. The cold has frosted over.
Okay, I don't have enough time to do any of these, so I just have to randomly guess, and if I get it wrong, I have to do the entire thing again.
Ota looks frightened.
Okay, these all mean the same thing. How am I supposed to know which one's the correct answer? I need to calm him, don't I? I guess. No, he needs to be. Oh, no, they all mean the same thing. He wants to be heroic. Like he's got motivation. He doesn't need motivation. He has all the motivation he needs. So he either wants to be cheered on because there's the superhero things, or thank you for the bits. And you've now become the bit leader, I believe. Oh, you got on the screen with that as well, because I don't turn those off, obviously. Yeah, you got an extra symbol. Bits leader. Oh, yeah, the joke. Sorry, I will convey. The joke is that a cheer just happened. Then I shall cheer.
Ota will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice Tessa. Awaken the soul!
Yeah, I didn't get it either. It is midnight.
Maybe this.
I'm not going to be streaming for much longer. In fact, if this ends the chapter, that's probably a good place to... Okay, well, if it is Ota's mother, there should be a wound. But yeah, when this chapter ends, I'm going to finish streaming, I think. We all must aspire to be on that level.
Date, you've hit the limit. Time's up.
Wait! I can almost make out their face!
Pewter, force shutdown.
Oh, that's why it's a question mark.
Stop it!
But it's Ota's mother's knife. But I don't think Ota's mother would ever stab Ota. But it's fine, because we know the polar bear got injured. So there's obviously there's two branches off this as well, which is interesting. There's gonna be so much. Oh yeah, warning again. Need to be better at getting those warnings in early. Also this screen here. Basically this entire game. But yeah, that's the end of Monday. So I'll let this conversation play out.
What were you thinking?
Or should I? Hang on. Has that ended the day? Yes, we are officially on... Oh, hang on. Why is it giving me that day as well? Oh, is it just the route I could have gone down? I don't have it yet. Fair enough. So yeah, I don't know how many... Presumably that's up there because that ends, and this one doesn't. But like, there is an implication of at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more paths at least. I don't know how long this game is, but I'm gonna... We've done a couple of days. Like, this is a good point to save, isn't it? So thank you very much for watching. Hang on. Yeah, and then I can jump to the start. Yeah, that works. I've been having an AI Somnium Files adventure. Thank you, Skim and Well-Spoken Rambler. I wasn't expecting anyone to join me, to be honest, because I started at a really weird time. But I appreciate... Hang on. Snail. Snail should be here. If I don't have the snail, I won't have the time to turn the stream off. Yes. Cheers for watching. I'll see you next time. Let's cool down so I can go behind the snail. Okay. No, I turned the snail off! Ah! So let's try that one more time. You better. I'm gonna do this correctly.